Lurking, submerged in the muck with only its eyes and nostrils visible, an anaconda waits patiently for its next snack, which can easily range from a child to a horse. Here are 9 reasons why the anaconda is one of the world's most powerful creatures. 9. The name game. Anacondas are phenomenal swimmers, which is perhaps where they got their name. Scientifically termed Eunectus murinus, the title comes from 2 Greek words, Eunectus, good swimmer, and murinus, meaning mice. Spending much of their time in the vibrant waters of the Amazon, these spine-chilling serpents have been dubbed water boa. Their sheer size makes twisting, zigzagging, and curling along the treacherous rainforest floor quite a feat, whereas water allows them to drift among the currents or still water regions swiftly and silently. The anaconda enjoys a leisurely dip that includes a remarkable 10 minutes under the water until slithering up a tree and hanging themselves out to dry. Although the second designation means of mice, green anacondas prefer much larger meals. After all, a giant snake warrants a giant appetite. Lastly, the name anaconda means elephant killer. And as these majestic beasts date back to pre-Columbian times, playing a role in oral traditions of indigenous cultures, who knows what was said of anacondas and ancient elephants who were known to roam South America 9 million years ago. Before we move on, be sure to subscribe to what lurks below for new video updates. 8. Victims. Not surprisingly, anacondas aren't exactly the pickiest of eaters. They'll devour just about anything if hungry enough. While their menu mostly consists of mammals, fish, birds, reptiles, and amphibians, an anaconda's preferred treat is the capybara, the world's largest and ugliest rodent, which can grow over 4 feet long and weigh up to 150 pounds. In addition to this, the large serpents find tapirs, large deer, ducks, turtles, dogs, and sheep particularly scrumptious. The occasional crocodile, jaguar, and caiman have been known to be a delightful delicacy for this Amazonian predator, though not a preferred meal choice, as these beauties don't like having to fight with their food. Anything that puts up too much of a struggle is not ideal for these quailing creatures. Probably the most disturbing meal choice, however, is an anaconda's willingness to eat even their own kind. Female anacondas will eat a meeker male anaconda, especially after mating, when she renders his services useless. When pregnant female anacondas do not eat, since they do not want to risk losing their young while hunting. In fact, green anacondas do not eat regularly at all, as one large meal can last them months at a time. 7. The mating game. A creepy fact about the species is that while most snakes lay eggs, anacondas are among the few that give birth to live young. For 8 to 12 weeks, the soon-to-be mothers carry eggs effortlessly inside their bodies, forgoing food in order to preserve any chance happening that may hinder the health of their hatchlings. A female anaconda can carry with her around 20 to 80 eggs, and when ready to hatch, the birth process begins. The young emerge fully independent from birth and are left alone by their mothers, as internal instincts allow them to hunt and swim. 6. Razor-sharp jaws. Despite anacondas being a non-venomous group of predators, they still have teeth. In fact, if anyone is familiar with the horrifying mouth of a leatherback sea turtle with rows and rows of backward-pointing incisors, the trap of an anaconda is exactly like that. When peering inside the mouth of an anaconda, one can find 6 rows of zigzagging choppers, consisting of 4 sets of teeth on the roof of the mouth, with 2 on the bottom. Since these beasts of the Amazon suffocate, crush, and swallow prey whole, one might wonder what these horrifying jaws are for. After using the sharp teeth to latch onto their victim, an anaconda will clamp down on the prey to prevent the animal from escaping, as they wriggle around it and slowly finish off the job. The anaconda proceeds to swallow the meal, and in case the critter wasn't all the way dead, the jagged teeth act as a barrier to keep food from climbing back up. 5. Courting. When an anaconda is ready to mate around April to May, they form what is called breeding balls. While this is not a fancy gathering in which feminine prospects seek out their next Prince Charming, it is a competition to see which male can prevail in winning the female's heart. Not really, but since there are more male anacondas than females, the problem arises with a number of eager egg donors. Sometimes up to a dozen of them, furiously fighting over the same lovely lady to breed with. All the males simultaneously wrap around the one female, forming a tight ball for 2 to 4 weeks. During this rigorous mating game, the males will wrestle for the winning position, as the strongest of the bunch usually takes the win. The two mate, and then he is eaten. And just like any storybook hero, he is known for a fearless effort followed by a tragic death. 4. Sheer size. While their technical name applies to a 4-snake species, the name Anaconda generally refers to one group in particular, the green anaconda, with the 3 smaller varieties including the yellow, the dark-spotted, and Bolivian anacondas. All can be found in swamps, marshes, and slow-moving streams of the South American tropics of the Amazon and Orinoco basins. On average, these not-so-gentle beasts grow from 10 to 15 feet long and weigh about 100 pounds. Yet, the green anaconda easily takes the bait for Earth's most massive serpent. Where the python perseveres in length, the anaconda astounds in weight. The muscular physiques of larger anacondas have been known to tip scales at over 200 pounds, with their scaly bodies measuring up to 25 feet long and their girth surpassing 3 to 4 rolling pins side by side. Female anacondas far outweigh the men, as extra junk in the reptilian trunk is crucial for carrying their serpent spawn. The largest anaconda ever captured and recorded was a whopping 17 feet long, with a weight of 215 pounds. That's about as heavy as an adult black bear. It should be noted that an agitated constrictor can cause exact measurements to vary, so these beasts may be even larger than records to date. While reports claim this mighty meanderer can grow over 30 feet long, one account claims the sighting of an anaconda 40 feet in length, roughly the size of a large bus. While researchers weren't able to weigh the creature, the dimension alone helped hypothesize a weight of at least 550 pounds. 3. Eaten alive. On December 7th, 2014, fans worldwide watched in jaw-dropping astonishment as a network film naturalist took precautions to be swallowed whole by a giant anaconda. Paul Rosoli, a wildlife extremist, was clad head to toe in a snake-proof bodysuit, enabling protection from the sharp jaws and digestive tract of an anaconda snake. His selling point was that no harm would be cast upon the animal, and the stunt would generate attention toward the preservation of this beautiful species in the wild. Critics around the globe scoffed at the attempt, with one reptile expert claiming the feat highly impossible, and others pointing out the Discovery Channel's reputation for fake footage mockumentaries. The special aired on a documentary titled Eaten Alive, with a special focus on the location of a green anaconda named Chumana, presumed to be the world's longest snake of the species and known to slither around the Amazonian region of Peru. When the TV presenter attempted to feed himself to the serpent, the snake attacked willingly, but did not swallow the extremist as the show title implied. Quickly the stunt was terminated due to safety concerns, and let's just say animal activists, including Peter, were not happy about the endeavour. A quick question to our viewers. Do you believe the stunt should have taken place? Would you watch it? Or do you think it was a mere publicity stunt? Let us know your opinion in the comment section below. 2. When animals attack. Perhaps people are most afraid of snakes because snakes never seem to be afraid of people. Further, these daunting reptiles can be found by the millions on almost every continent and within almost any body of water, even our own sewers and home plumbing. Many are known for their varying levels of aggression and voracity and quickly calculated advances at humans. If they don't kill through poison, they will achieve their goal through strangulation. From anacondas to pythons to boa constrictors, there have been countless reported attacks on people over the decades. One recent incident includes the attack on a television show host by an aggravated anaconda in the Amazon region of Colombia. Brazilian naturalist Tonino Negreiro was venturing through the rainforest with a well-known jungle legend called El Diablo. This daredevil of the Amazon was famous for his mysterious power over the snake species. with the ability to smell the predators lurking within the swampy marshes. The team discovered an anaconda 3 times as long as El Diablo, and lunging upon the snake, the agitated serpent instantly struck at Tonino, taking him down from the shoulder with its intense force and jaws. After intense screaming from all around, it took the force of 5 men to finally free the host from a ferocious death. Though the attack rendered serious injury and was ultimately terrifying for the host, he made a swift recovery and returned to the Amazon within 2 months of the attack to resume filming. It sounds like the men got what they deserved. After all, toil with an anaconda, and one will be reminded who is king of the rainforest. In another terrifying incident involving a young boy, the green anaconda was quick to remind the human race who's boss. In the northwest of Sao Paulo, Brazil, a little boy was playing near a creek, unbeknownst of an enormous beast watching nearby. With only its steely eyes peeking from beneath the muddy surface, the snake waited until the young child neared the water before deciding to pounce. Using 16 feet of muscle, menacing jaws and teeth, the reptile took the boy down as if he were a meek and tiny rodent. The beast thrashed and sunk its teeth into its prey when the boy's grandfather approached just in time and ready to put up a fight. The 66-year-old man used a small machete and a rock and was only able to free the child after a 30-minute struggle in the swamp. Despite the savage attack, the 8-year-old boy emerged with only a few stitches and a glorious story to tell. 1. Eating humans. Let's get to the good stuff. Human eater or not? The jaws of a green anaconda are capable of inconceivable extension, and their snack of choice is the hideous 150-pound capybara. That is the world's largest rodent, in addition to 120-pound deer found in the wild. So with an ability to open its mouth up to 180 degrees wide and stretch the jaw ligaments to swallow a large body whole, one can only wonder how appealing a person is to the likes of the mighty anaconda. According to researchers, these magnificent reptiles can indeed eat a human alive, especially a child. Luckily, an incident has never been accounted for, yet the sheer knowledge that they could, if they wanted, is enough to put the fear in our hearts. Also fortunate is that green anacondas choose prey they know will not cause much of a scuffle, although it shouldn't matter, as the limbless sidewinders could easily crush their prey before consumption. The speculation remains that, based on the dimension of the creature alone, an adult human is a viable option, yet an anaconda would most likely only go after a human if it were starving. Then again, the other 2 anacondas who attacked the television host in Peru and the child in Brazil didn't appear starving when they marked their easy targets. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to what lurks below.